Hello, and welcome to another episode of Dave Trippin'. I bought a car recently in Japan. Now, buying a car in Japan taught me a lot of different things. It taught me most of all that my system, where I'm from, is not their system here. And I could definitely share a few words of wisdom, a little bit of experience to, if you want to buy a car in Japan, how to do it, saving yourself a hell of a lot of time and knowing how to do so without having to stumble through all the different steps that are therein involved in getting the car. So I'm going to list and explain all the different parts of what you need to do to get a car. There's two types of license plates in Japan. There's yellow plates and white plates, and each has different restrictions, but kind of your standard size car that if you're not getting a K car, like I've gotten mine, is the one that I'm going to describe because it's a little more complicated and it's probably people are going to want to get a full-size car unless you're extremely thrifty, in which case it's easier to get the other one so you wouldn't need as much help. Anyways, to the point now, how do you buy a car in Japan? What's the first thing that you need? So, first thing that you need is your work visa or alien registration card. That's going to be easy. You're living here. If you're living here, you need to be living here. This is not talking about import-export. It's talking about living here. So you've got that. You can see me flipping around in my hand here, another item. So once you've gotten that card, which you'll get once you've established yourself, you're living, you're set up, what you're going to need is this little fella right here, red light. This is perfect. So this is called an inkan. An inkan is a personal seal. A personal seal. How cool is that? You're going to love having this once you have it. It feels so official when you get to use it. An inkan, on the end of it, has whatever kanji, or you could use kanji, but in my case I've used katakana to spell my name. And this is important. Here's a step for your inkan. You can get these from any little shop, right? But at these shops, whatever you decide to register your inkan name is, you want to let your company know that you're working at, that this is the registration that you're going to use. This is the spelling that you're going to use with your inkan. That's important. So when you start working for your company, say, by the way, on official documents, this is going to be how I spell my name, and I'm going to probably get an inkan soon, one of these, and this is the spelling that will be on the inkan. So you've got that done so far. What you're also going to need when you buy the car, not only, and a license, I should have said that at the very beginning, you got to have a license to buy a car. You're going to need to have a registration of this inkan from the city hall that you're living in. So this is actually fairly simple. If you go in, you say, I want to register this inkan, and you've already told your company that you work for that this is the spelling on it, they go, okay. They'll probably call your company or ask for a proof of employment from your company. They will then give you a copy of your now registered with the City Hall inkan. Next, what you're going to have to do is get a parking certificate that proves that wherever you live, you have a parking space. Now, you can get this one of two ways, usually. If you're working for a large dispatch company, or any company that has found the residency for you, and you go through them for some of the details about your living space, what you can do is request that they would provide you with this proof of parking space document. If you're like myself and you rent your own apartment, you got one of two ways here. You could get it from the landlord, or if it's through a real estate company and it's not directly through a landlord, you can get the contract that you signed to count as basically this proof of your parking space, because it means that whatever's on the contract will show that you have a parking space. So you're in the clear. The next thing that you're going to want, so you've gotten this item or whatever that says I live here, proves I have a parking space. You've got your inkan registered, you got the registration sheet. The next thing that you're going to need is, it's called a shodaku shomei. And a shodaku shomei is a further extension of the permit that you have to park where you do, as legitimized by the police. And the reason that you got the inkan registration form And the reason that you got from your landlord this proof of your parking space is because to get the Shodaku Shomei from the police, you're going to need those two documents. Very, very important that you have them. So that's it. You've got your license, you got your Incon, you got your Incon registration, you've got your parking space registration from your landlord or from your company. Then you go in to the police station and you say, Shodaku Shomei. You're going to want to bring one more thing with you when you're there, and that is a couple Google Maps of your address in relation to the police station, or just simply Google Maps of where you live, and do a couple of different zooms, because a part of the Shodaku Shomei process is that they actually go to your house and confirm the size of the space that you have, and then it matches what's on your contract. That processing time for the Shodaku Shomei will take about 3 days. You go in and it works out fine. So that's pretty much it. I've mentioned this in some other Japanese bureaucracy videos, that once you know exactly what you're doing, the process is going to go very, very quickly for you. All right, it's all said and done. It'll make it so easy for you, and it'll save the headache and all the time that I wasted while trying to buy this here vehicle. And hopefully you too can benefit from some of the wicked deals that you can find in Japan, because this car right here, I checked thoroughly. The Skyline 350 GT 2003 with 74,000 kilometers on it. This cost, in Canadian dollars here, $6,800. Negotiated the shit out of them for it. I got like brand new brake pads plus install, 4 brand new tires plus install, with no additional charge there. That's aside the point. You can get incredible deals, and this car, were you to buy it in Canada with 100,000 kilometers on it, usually that's the average, would have cost basically double what I paid for here. So if you can, go for it. Enjoy driving a vehicle in Japan and save yourself the headache that I caused myself by not knowing all the different steps. So hope you found this video useful. If you know anybody who's going to buy a car while they're living here in Japan, maybe show them, maybe save them a headache too. Drop a like, I really appreciate it. If you want to catch out more videos about Japan, why not subscribe to the video? I appreciate that too. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.